Yeah, it's just horrific, mate. The whole season, the league form, the Europa League is literally all we've got to hold on to. And that's what I would say. I wanted to come on here really positive today. I was really excited to come on. That fucking game has just sapped it out of me. Do you know what I mean?
But were you surprised in any way?
No, not at all, mate. Not at all. But what I would say is, you know, the club is in tatters at the minute. We've got one chance to win this trophy. We've got Bodo Glimt in the semi-final. I think, you know, you'd rip my hand off if I'd have told you that at the beginning of the season. You know, we really, as a fan base, I know it's difficult, you know, it's not for me to tell anyone, but as a fan base, we really need to get behind them. It's really hard to after watching shit like that. But yeah, we've really got to. We really have.
What do you think is going to happen Thursday night, the home game against Bodo Glimt? Obviously, they're a well-organised team. They've got a few suspensions, but, you know, I don't think the Spurs team are going to go into it full of confidence.
No, certainly not after today as well. But yeah, I honestly think we will beat them on Thursday, and I think we'll beat them handsomely. Whether that will be enough in the second leg is another story. But we've got a great chance, Barnaby. Do you know what I mean? We're never going to get this chance.
But we're not going to keep a clean sheet, are we?
Probably not. No. But we're never going to get this opportunity. You know, not in the current state of the club. Do you know what I mean? If we could get to the final and somehow manage to wangle a result, you know, it's a sliding doors moment as well, because I tell you what, Villa are ahead of us now in terms of quality and where they're going. Newcastle as well, and there's a few others that are right on our tails.
One thing I would say, just sorry to interrupt, but just because you said it, and I think it's relevant, Villa were in the bin under Steven Gerrard. They were in the bin, and they made one astute managerial decision, which I bet at the time a lot of Villa fans probably were like, oh, well, he failed at Arsenal. But they made one astute managerial decision, and it turned quickly, and it can happen. But what they also did at the same time was they brought in a sporting director. I think they lobbed out at a similar time Johan Lange, who's now at us. And they brought in, is it Monchi they brought in? Or I can't remember. Yeah. And he's been well renowned for years. I think he was at Sevilla for years. And they've just made astute signings. They've taken a risk financially by spending a lot of money on wages compared to their revenue. But in the most part, it's worked. They got to a Champions League quarter-final. They do need to get in the Champions League again, that's for sure, because of those wages. Otherwise, they'll need to sell. But it just shows that it can happen relatively quickly. But do I trust Daniel Levy to make an astute decision and the right decision? I don't. And I would say, I think that astute decision is Pochettino. But I don't know how you get Pochettino out of his American contract.